Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX, and our Department of Injustice. This I called. I told you this was going to happen. Again, like usual, I love the news stories that drop right before holiday weekends. And in this case, this story came out this past Friday. The Department of Injustice is not going to try Sam Bankman-Fried in regards to his unlawful political donations, conspiracy to give unlawful political donations and bribing public officials, not just here in the United States, but abroad as well. The Department of Injustice is citing public interest in a speedy resolution of the case that is an absolute joke. It is an absolute joke. This, again, I thought of two things when I saw this story. First and foremost, I thought of the scene in the first Godfather when Michael comes back and he meets Kay outside her elementary school and tells Kay that he's working for his father again. Oh, you said you would never work for your father. And he tells my father's not like anybody other powerful person that is responsible for people like a senator or a president. And then Kay says, you're being naive, Michael. The presidents and senators don't have people killed. And Michael points out, Kay, who's being naive? And the other thing is probably, in my opinion, one of the greatest television series of all time was the HBO series The Wire that ran, I think it was like from 2001, 2002 through 2008, basically about the city of Baltimore and political corruption. And in the early parts of the series, the police department is up in arms. The brass is up in arms. They want no part of this investigation that's being done into drug lords in the city of Baltimore because they don't want to have a wire up. They don't want to have any telephone recordings. They don't want any of that stuff because once you get stuff on tape, it's on tape. And once you start following the money, you don't know who up the chain is involved. And it kind of works its way through 5 seasons. And it's, just shows the corruption at hand. So basically, we, the people, we're not going to know. We're not going to know who was bribed, which politicians were bought off by Sam Bankman-Fried and the folks over at FTX. We've got some, we're out maybe Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, Joe Biden, Tim Burchett, who I'm becoming a big fan of from the state of Tennessee. Representative Tim Burchett said, so we won't know which politicians he bribed or whose campaigns he influenced. That collective sigh of relief you're hearing is from the deep state. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. The Department of Justice, okay, and again, it bothers me. It really does. The symbols and, you get the scale and Department of Justice, and justice is supposed to be blind. It's not an independent agency by any stretch of the imagination. Both sides, Republicans and Democrats, they don't want this out. You're talking $100 million of stolen money. Stolen money being sent to politicians. The list, very powerful politicians. Like I said, some of the people that are at the top over there. Like I said, you got Chuck Schumer, you got Mitch McConnell, what's her name there out of California? I mean, there's a myriad of them. Maxine Waters, all in bed with this guy. I mean, there's one video, Maxine Waters blowing him a kiss. Again, they don't want it to come out. They don't want it to come out. I don't know how guys like Ian Birch stick around. I couldn't stand to be around these people for very long. I'd be home every single weekend if I had to work in DC. It's filthy. It really is. But it's just how corrupt the place is, and we allow it to become this way. And I'm sorry, people, you can take off your stupid elephant button and your stupid donkey button. Both sides engage in this nonsense. Both sides protect one another. I mean, you would think that, my God, that you got Biden involved with getting money for this. You think Republicans would be throwing a hissy fit over this? They're not. They don't want to know who else got money. They're there to protect one another. Their primary job, people, is not working for you or I or anybody else. It's for themselves. It's for enriching themselves. They spend the bulk of their time, like I've talked about this before, raising money. And you listen, every single time you are as a Department of Justice spokesperson or this one for that, just laugh. Just laugh, but laugh knowing that the joke's on us. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.